What's happening, everybody? Jeff Lightsy Jr. with the Black Boss channel. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe. Now, I was reading this thing. I've been wanting to get to this for a while, but I read this quote from Fab that he put on his Instagram, and he said, being a rapper is the most dangerous job in America. I'm actually going to share my screen and let you see the quote. And we're going to dive into this a little bit because I think it's very interesting. Let's see. Let's share. Fab says, respectfully, being a rapper has become the most. This is from Fabolous. Make sure my Fabolous life, this Fabolous Instagram. So make sure I'm not like misquoting him or anything. He says, respectfully, being a rapper has become the most dangerous job in America. Fab went on to say that black men are surviving the trenches, constant battle in a war zone environment, make something of themselves as artists, become famous, make millions of dollars, change their lifestyle, and end up dead or in jail. This all came after we know there's been a series of rappers being shot. And this is from Revolt. This is an article from Revolt they put out last week. And I've been wanting to get to it, but I'm finally touching on it. It says Fabolous believes on December 10th on his Instagram story, shared it after a rapper by the name of Zoe Dollars had been shot multiple times in Miami, Florida. And then those are the quotes by Fab. Zoe is okay. Earlier last week, the game warned up-and-coming MCs about the hip-hop world and what would happen if they spent too much time outside. 10 rappers shot and killed this year alone. And they want to know my advice for up-and-coming artists. Said the game, he said, stay the F in the house. In an Instagram live video, another rapper by the name of Mano declared that rappers were in danger. We're seeing rappers getting murdered every day, he said. We're seeing rappers go to jail for big stuff. This ain't little stuff, Mano, right? It's easy. So it's a bunch of rappers coming out saying that, you know, rapping is dangerous and being in the hip hop world is very dangerous and just giving advice to young up and coming MCs. And so some of those rappers they're referring to is King Von. He was shot and killed this year. Mo3 was shot and killed this year. We've seen guys like XXX Tentacion be shot and killed in 2 years ago. We've seen, and then the guys going to jail like Casanova is on a racketeering charge, a RICO charge. G Herbo was caught up in some fraud stuff. So it's a lot of rappers getting into a bunch of stuff. But here's my thing. It's like saying being a rapper is dangerous is like, it's like saying the sky is blue. Like, of course it's dangerous. What else do you expect? That is the lifestyle that you promote, right? When you have lyrics that talk about the mass killing of your own people, selling drugs to your own community, and making a bunch of money and flossing and flaunting it, what do you expect? You come from a place where people are starving. You come from a place where people don't have the lights on. And you promote killing and getting people whacked and doing all this stuff. So what do you expect when a man who may not have nothing to lose wants to test your gangster, wants to test what you putting out in your songs? Of course, rappers are going to get killed. I hate to say it because hip hop is my favorite genre, and Fabolous is one of my favorite artists. But that's the game that you chose to play. That is the lifestyle that you chose to live. Like regular everyday people can get shot and killed. Yes, we know this. We've seen it happen, obviously millions of times. But that doesn't happen very often. The likelihood of being shot and killed for an everyday person, whether you're a doctor or an accountant, a small business owner or whatever, is a lot less likely than being a rapper. And simply because doctors, business owners, accountants aren't talking about killing other folks, aren't talking about selling drugs, aren't flossing their money on social media for the most part, right? So there's a difference. Like you chose that route. And you chose to idolize certain people, and you have these people idolize you for a certain lifestyle that you might not even be living. Think about it. A lot of these rappers rap about killing and selling drugs and doing all these drugs and don't even do it. They don't even let their kids listen to their own music. I remember an interview from Lil Wayne years ago. He said, I don't let my daughter listen to my music. Back when Ray Janae was a little younger, he's like, I don't let her listen to my music. Why? Why does he feed that music to you but don't even let his own kids listen to it? There was an artist, another rapper artist came out and said, Young Jeezy talk about selling drugs, but would never tell his son to sell a drug. So what do you expect? Let's give you a different analogy. It's like a woman who hangs around a bunch of strippers and prostitutes and stuff, and then is mad that men are offering her to pay her money to sleep with them. It's the image that you present. It's who you rank. Birds of a feather flock together. So if you allege to be a killer or a trapper or doing whatever, then that means you're going to have killers and trappers or dudes doing whatever in your circle, and other guys that want to test that gangster, that want to see if you really about who you say you are. And then petty beefs get brought up and you talking ish to this guy, and this guy don't got nothing to lose, but just because you have a music career, you think you're untouchable. And I hate to say it, that's not the truth. And we're seeing it. We're seeing these guys lose their lives. Think about it. Outside, and I hate this for our culture, but it's the truth and it's what happens. And I'm surprised a guy like Fabolous, who's in his 40s, is surprised by this, who's been in the game since the 90s, is surprised by this. Because think about two of the biggest rap icons in the history of the genre. That is Tupac and it's Biggie. They died at the ages 25 and 26. There's not a lot of old rappers, and that's sad. There's not a lot that have been famous for there's not a lot of Jay-Z's and Nas's. For every Jay-Z and Nas, there's 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 guys that died before they ever got to age 40. There was a guy, Gilly the Kid. He said, man, yeah, y'all should be wanting to get to where I'm at. It's okay to live to age 40. It's okay. The life expectancy for an average American man, I think, is what, like 80? Like 75, 80? For a black man, it might even be a little less, but that's a whole different thing about white supremacy, but whatever. But for a rapper, if you see a 40-year-old rapper that's been rapping for a long time and it's had relevance for a long time, that's rare. And that's sad. That's really sad about our community, but it's the truth. But you can't, just make all of this money denigrating and destroying the black community, because that's what a lot of rap music does. It denigrates and destroys the black community. It fills the young minds with poison in some cases, and then be mad that poison turns on you and somebody inspired by either your raps or other raps comes out and takes you out because of the message that y'all are presenting. It doesn't work like that. You can't take all this money, take, and then somebody take from you and then cry about it. Like, no, that's the game that you decided to play. And I hate that for our community. I hate that for the rap industry, but it's the truth. And it's simply the truth. And the only people that can stop it is us. The only people that can stop it is us. And we will have to come up with a solution. We will have to come up with something that fixes that for our community. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on on Fabulous's comments saying that being a rapper is the most dangerous job in America. I mean, there's so many other jobs. Like, that's the thing. Like, and that's what's so sad about our community, because in a lot of cases, the reason, if you ask a rapper why he became a rapper, there's some of them that just love music. They love hip hop. They love the culture and everything that comes with it, right? Like, they love just music, being in that space. But then there's some rappers that just say, man, that's the only way I had out. It's the only way I can make some money. That's not true. That is not true. There's too many black young men that think only way that they can make some money, or only way that they can make a better lifestyle for themselves is becoming a rapper or a ball player. Man, to hell with that notion. To hell with it. We need to stop teaching our kids, whether they're in these low-income communities or whether they're in the suburbs, that only way that they can make it out is becoming a rapper or a ball player. There are plenty of black Americans that are millionaires that make real money, way more money in a way safer environment that aren't rappers. There are entrepreneurs out here that didn't even go to college that are black that make millions of dollars every single year. So that notion that the only way we can make it out from rapping or hooping or playing football or whatever, that's got to go. That's got to get, we have to get out of that mindset. And that is one step in the direction of keeping our community safe. So the rappers being the most dangerous job in America, it probably is. You're right. But it's all brought on by yourself, because R&B singers ain't out here getting killed for the most part. Country singers ain't really out here getting killed. You know what I'm saying? Actors aren't here, and they portray different stuff on movies. They aren't out here getting killed for the most part. But why are rappers? Look at the difference between the rap music and different genres of music, and you'll see why rappers are the most targeted and rappers are out here getting killed. That's just my thoughts on that. Once again, I'm Jeff Lightsy Jr. with the Black Boss Channel. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe to the Black Boss Channel, because we upload every single day. I'll see you guys next time.